picture this, right? You are learning English, you're doing great, but then you miss a really important meeting at work. Or, maybe you forget to reply to a good friend. Your heart just starts beating so fast.
Oh, yeah, you just completely freeze up.
Exactly. You freeze.
Yeah.
And all you know how to say is, I forgot. Well, welcome to the Westbrook English channel, where today we are jumping straight into fixing that exact moment of panic.
Because, that frozen feeling is universal. You want to sound professional at your job, or maybe you want to sound warm and friendly in your personal life. But you are trapped with just those two simple words.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Right, and it can really make you feel like you are losing all the progress you have made in learning the language.
It really can. And so in this deep dive, we're going to break you out of that trap. I actually like to think of the phrase I forgot, like a plain gray t-shirt.
A plain gray t-shirt. Okay, I like that. It covers your body. It does the basic job.
Right.
But it is certainly not always the right choice for the situation.
Exactly. Because sometimes you have an important meeting at the office, and you need to wear a sharp professional suit. You want people to respect you.
Yeah, you wouldn't wear the gray t-shirt to the boardroom.
No, definitely not. And other times you are just resting at home with your friends and you want to wear your soft, comfortable pajamas. So today, we are upgrading your vocabulary. We are giving you the sharp suits for work and the comfortable pajamas for your friends.
I love that analogy. But before we start giving you all these new phrases, we really need to look at the psychology of apologizing.
Okay.
Because there is a golden rule here for native English speakers. The way we apologize changes entirely depending on the environment.
That makes sense. I used to just say, I am sorry, I forgot, to everyone. My boss, my best friend, my mother. But there's a big difference in how those people actually hear it, right?
A massive difference. So in a professional setting like your office, the core goal is to shift the focus away from the mistake itself. You want to emphasize action and timelines.
Action and timelines.
Exactly. People at work just want to know what you are doing to fix the problem and exactly when it will be fixed.
Okay, so action means what I am doing right now to fix it.
Yeah.
And timelines mean the clock-like, when the task will actually be finished.
You got it.
But if I'm with a friend, I imagine the clock does not matter nearly as much.
You are totally right. The clock does not matter at all. In a casual setting with friends, the emphasis is on relatability and connection. You want to show them your human side.
Like, 'cause they're your friends?
Yeah. With friends, people just want to know that you care about their feelings. They want to know your friendship is important.
So I have to ask about something that has always confused me.
Sure. What is it?
Well, at an office job, they always tell you to be honest.
Right.
So if I am super tired, and I tell my boss, hey, my brain is mush today. I completely forgot your project. Isn't that good? Isn't it good to be honest about my tired brain?
It is a logical thought, but you have to be very careful with that kind of honesty at work. Saying my brain is mush actually breaks that corporate rule we just talked about.
Because it focuses on the mistake.
Yes, exactly. You are forcing your boss to focus on your tired, unorganized brain. And, well, a boss does not want to hear about how tired you are.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They want to know the machine of the business is still running, so you must quickly shift the focus to the solution. Acknowledge the slip very briefly. Do not explain your personal feelings, and just state what you are doing to fix it.
Keep the emotion out of it entirely. Okay,
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. So let's look at how this works in real life. Imagine you are sitting at your computer, you open your email, and suddenly you realize a project is late. You miss a task.
Oh, this is a great place to start, because an email is an asynchronous mistake.
Meaning you are not face-to-face with anyone.
Right. You have time to breathe, plan your words, and carefully type.
Okay, so one phrase I have seen native speakers use in emails is this. This unfortunately fell off my radar, but I am prioritizing it now and will have it to you by tomorrow.
Ah, yes, fell off my radar. That is an incredibly common idiom in modern business English.
I really love the visual image of this one. Like, think of a radar screen. Like in an airplane or a submarine, you have that glowing green screen and there are little bright dots on it.
Yeah, and the dots are your tasks.
Right, the dots are your tasks. So if something fell off your radar, it means the little dot just kind of disappeared from the screen.
It is a really gentle, professional way to say you forgot, because it implies you were tracking it. You were trying to be responsible, but the technology or the system just failed you. It accidentally vanished.
It is almost like a video game.
Yeah.
You did not mean to ignore the mission. The mission just sort of disappeared from your game screen.
Exactly.
But look at the second half of that sentence. I am prioritizing it now and will have it to you by tomorrow. You are telling the boss that you are back in control of the game. Action and timelines.
That is the sharp professional suit in action right there.
Nice.
Another great phrase for a forgotten task is this. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. This slipped through the cracks on my end, but I am addressing it immediately.
Slip through the cracks. Oh, that's a good one. If you drop a small coin and it falls into a tiny crack in the wooden floor, you lose it. It slipped through the cracks.
Right.
It shows it was an accident, not a choice to be lazy.
And again, notice the complete lack of high emotion. You are not saying, oh, I'm so incredibly sorry, please forgive me. You say, thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Which is so smart.
Yeah, you turn their anger into an opportunity to thank them. Then you give the timeline, I am addressing it immediately.
What if the mistake is a bit smaller? Let's say you write a great email, you hit the send button, and then you realize you forgot to attach the document. I literally do this all the time.
Oh, everyone does this. The trick here is not to panic. Do not reply with, I am so stupid, I forgot the file.
Right.
Instead, you write, apologies for the oversight. Here's the file we discussed.
Oversight. That is a really fantastic vocabulary word. You look over something and you miss seeing it. It is a very polite, formal noun.
It is. It removes the word mistake entirely. Apologies for the oversight. Then you simply give them the file. Solution focused.
Awesome. So fixing an email is easy because you have time to sit and type. But what happens when there is no screen to hide behind?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you are in a live meeting, everyone is looking at you, your boss asks you a question about the budget, and your mind just goes completely blank. You cannot remember the numbers at all.
Oh man, this is a very high pressure situation. And when 10 people are staring at you, the natural human reaction is to freeze and say, I do not know, I forgot.
Exactly.
But you can protect your reputation with a much better phrase.
So what is the sharp suit for this live moment?
You look directly at them and say, I want to ensure I give you the most accurate data. Let me review my notes and follow up with you right after this.
Okay, let me just pause and highlight how brilliant that is. I used to just stumble and look super nervous. But saying, let me review my notes makes you sound so responsible.
It completely changes the narrative. It tells the room, hey, I am organized, I have notes, I am just being very careful and dedicated to accuracy.
It turns a moment of forgetting into a moment of extreme professionalism. I love that.
Yeah.
You can also use a phrase like, that detail isn't at the top of my mind, but I will check my records and send a quick update by the end of the day.
Not at the top of my mind?
Yes. I always imagine my brain is a stack of papers on a desk. The information they want is somewhere in the stack, but it's just not the top piece of paper right now. I have to go look for it.
That is a perfect way to visualize that idiom. And notice how you end it. Send a quick update by the end of the day. You are promising an action and giving a strict timeline.
Right. Always back to action and timelines.
Yeah.
But here is a much harder scenario. What if you forgot the meeting entirely?
Oh, no.
Yeah. You are sitting in your desk, drinking coffee, feeling relaxed, and your boss calls. And they say, where are you? The meeting started 10 minutes ago.
Okay, that is a very stressful moment. But again, do not rely on I forgot. You say, please accept my apologies for missing our meeting. I had a scheduling oversight on my calendar. Are you available to reconnect at 2 p.m. or tomorrow?
Now, I have to challenge this one.
Okay.
Scheduling oversight. Is it really okay to say that instead of just admitting I forgot what time it was? I mean, isn't scheduling oversight just a fancy way of hiding the truth?
Well, it is not about hiding the truth. It is about maintaining a professional environment. If you say I forgot, it sounds deeply personal. It sounds like the meeting was not important to you, or like you just do not respect their time.
Ah, I see. It makes the other person feel insulted.
Exactly. But if you say scheduling oversight, it sounds like a technical error, like a mistake with the calendar app on your computer.
Oh, that is clever.
Right. It removes the heavy personal emotion and makes it a simple business problem. And by immediately asking, are you available to reconnect at 2 p.m., you prove that you truly do want to meet with them.
Okay, I think we have survived the office, we kept our emotions low, and we focused on timelines. Let's take off the corporate suit now.
Yes, let's.
It is time to put on our comfortable pajamas.
Yeah.
Let's talk about casual situations with friends.
The rules change completely when you leave the office. With friends, you do not want to sound like a corporate robot.
Definitely not.
If you tell your best friend you had a scheduling oversight, they will think you are acting very strange.
Yeah, they would be so confused. So the goal here is honesty, warmth, and making sure they know you value them. Let's start with texting. You read a message from a friend and you completely forget to reply.
A highly relatable mistake. You can respond with this. Amish, I read this in my head and completely forgot to actually type a response. So sorry.
Yes, I call this the phantom text. I literally do this constantly. You look at your phone, you read the message, you think of the perfect answer in your brain, and then you just put the phone down and walk away.
We all do it. And by explaining that you read it in your head, you are showing your friend that you did not ignore them. You did see their message. You just made a silly human mistake.
What else can we say to a friend in that situation?
Well, you can try, my brain completely fried yesterday and I forgot to text you back. What's the latest?
My brain completely fried. This is a great idiom. Think of cooking an egg in a very hot pan. It gets crispy, brown, and fried.
Yeah.
If you have a very busy, stressful day at work, your brain feels like that fried egg. It just stops working properly.
It paints a vivid picture of exhaustion. It makes your friend feel sympathy for you rather than anger. You might also say, sorry for the radio silence, total Space Cadet moment on my end.
The vocabulary here is so much fun. Radio silence, that means zero communication, like when a radio loses its signal in the mountains. Just quiet. And Space Cadet.
Yeah, Space Cadet is a very colorful phrase. A cadet is a student in training, usually in the military or aviation. So a Space Cadet is someone who is, floating around in outer space, completely separated from reality.
Right, so if you have a Space Cadet moment, it means your mind was floating up in the stars. You were totally disconnected from the real world. It is a cute, funny way to tell a friend, I lost my focus.
And humor is a really powerful tool with friends.
It really is.
But what if the mistake is a bit bigger? Say you're supposed to meet your friend for dinner and you totally forgot. They were waiting at the restaurant for you.
Oh, that feels terrible. Your stomach just drops.
It does. But again, honesty and connection are key here. You can say, oh no, I completely blanked on our plans tonight. I'm so incredibly sorry. I completely lost track of the days.
Completely blanked. Imagine a piece of white paper. No words, no pictures, just blank. My memory was completely empty.
Exactly. Or you can try this one. I am such a scatterbrain lately. I totally forgot we were supposed to meet up. Can I make it up to you this weekend? Drinks or coffee on me?
Scatterbrain. To scatter means to throw things in many different directions all at once. So if you have a scatterbrain, your thoughts are flying in 100 different directions. You cannot organize them.
Do you notice a pattern here?
What do you mean?
Brain fried, Space Cadet, scatterbrain. You are actively blaming your own brain. You are telling your friend, my poor, tired mind made a mistake. Please forgive me.
Oh, I see. You're making yourself the problem, not them. And most importantly, that phrase ends with a real apology. Drinks or coffee on me.
Right.
That means I will pay for it. That is how you fix a mistake with a friend. You offer a small gift of your time and money.
Absolutely. There is one more phrase for missing a plan. Completely spaced on this. I'm so sorry for making you wait.
Spaced on this.
Yeah.
Again, we see the outer space analogy. Your mind left the planet Earth. It is really funny how many English idioms compare forgetting things to just floating in outer space.
It really shows how universal the feeling of being distracted is.
So true. So, we have covered texts and we have covered missing plans. But let's imagine one final scenario.
Okay.
You are not hiding behind a phone. You are not late to a restaurant. You are sitting right in front of your friend, drinking coffee. They're telling you a story, and you immediately forget a detail they just said.
Oh, this happens to everyone. And you are looking right at them, so you cannot say you lost their text message.
Yeah, you can't. So what do?
You can use this phrase, wait, my brain is a sieve today? What was the name of that place again?
Let's explain that word carefully. Sieve. S-I-E-V-E. It is a tool used in the kitchen.
Yes. Picture a metal bowl made of wire with lots of tiny holes in it. If you pour liquid into a sieve, the liquid falls right through the holes.
Just like when you make pasta. You put the cooked pasta and the boiling water into the sieve. The pasta stays in the bowl, but the water falls straight through the holes into the sink.
Exactly. So if you say my brain is a sieve, you were saying that their story is just falling right out of your head. The information goes in and it falls right through the hole.
That is a wonderful self-deprecating joke.
And self-deprecation is a vital social skill in English. It means making a joke about your own weaknesses or failures. By saying your brain is a sieve, you lower your own status. You are telling your friend, it is my fault, not yours. Your story is very interesting. My brain is just broken today. It protects their feelings.
It makes them feel good while making a gentle joke about yourself. I really like that. Now, there's one last phrase on our list for forgetting a detail mid-conversation. And I have to admit, it makes me giggle every time I hear it.
Oh, I think I know which one this is.
The phrase is, remind me again. Total brain fart moment. A brain fart. I have to ask, is this really okay to say?
Well, it is certainly a very colorful, casual phrase. To answer your question, yes, it is okay to say, but with a very strict condition. It is for your very close, casual friends only.
Because a fart is the gas that comes out of your body. It is a silly, slightly rude word.
Yes, exactly. So a brain fart means your brain just made a sudden, silly, unexpected mistake. It is highly natural to say this in America with your best friends. It will usually make them laugh, but you must never, ever use it at work. Oh my goodness. Imagine looking at the CEO of your company and saying, sorry, I lost the financial report. I had a brain fart. Oh no!
No!
You would need to pack up your desk and start looking for a new job.
It would be a disaster. You would be breaking literally every professional rule we discussed today.
Okay, let's bring all of this together. We started today with that terrible feeling of panic where your heart beats fast because all you know how to say is, I forgot.
But now you have an entire wardrobe of words. To summarize, for your professional life, put on your suit. Use words like oversight. Focus heavily on the solution and the timeline. Be clear, organized, and remove the high emotion.
And for your personal life, put on your pajamas. Blame your scatterbrain or your fried brain. Focus on connection, warmth, and making your friends feel valued.
Because handling a mistake with the right vocabulary shows great maturity and fluency. It really does. As we finish our deep dive today, I want to leave you with a completely different thought. We just spent a long time going over so many specific, funny, and complex idioms that simply mean, I forgot. Slipped through the cracks. Space cadet. Brain is a sieve. Think about what that tells us about human nature.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if the English language had to invent dozens of different ways to apologize for forgetting things, it must mean that humans forget things constantly. We all do it, all the time. So the next time you forget a word or a meeting or a text message, do not be too hard on yourself. It is just part of being human.
That is a really wonderful perspective. Mistakes happen to everyone, native speakers included.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us on this deep dive today. We hope you feel more confident the next time your brain decides to take a vacation.
Keep practicing and just embrace the learning process.
And please don't forget to subscribe to the Westbrook English channel. We have so many more deep dives coming up to help you sound natural, professional, and friendly in English. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Goodbye.